Welcome back to Talking Lead. This is episode 57.
Season 2, episode 7.
7? It's so easy because we started with 50.
But what happens when we get to the 60s?
Or no, we started with 51.
No, we started with 51.
I don't know. You need to get closer to the mic.
How about that?
This week with guns, what did you do?
I'm deferring to you.
Well, you didn't do then, did you?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
All right, so this week I've done a lot, man. I did a lot of internet surfing on cool stuff with guns.
Internet surfing on cool stuff.
Yeah,
isn't that a
cool gear and swag
synonym?
And stuff? Yeah,
cool
one of
stuff
the
and
places
guns?
I landed on. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the Etsy.
What?
It's like arts. Like if you make your own crafts and arts or whatever, you can put up a store. I know it sounds crazy.
What's that got
Wait,
to do with
let me
guns?
get there. There is a guy named Neptune37.
There is.
There he is, and
Etsy. Spell it.
ETSY.
Let me guess. He's come up with a holster that you can put in your baby crib.
That smells like potpourri.
All right,
Safe.
so I found it.
Disinfects.
No, I didn't. Me running. Some of the stuff he's got like dog
All
tags.
right, I can't
that he's
talk to you about
engraved.
this because I have no idea what Etsy is.
It's just like an online store you can create for stuff that you create.
Okay.
But he's got dog tags. He's got rings that he's made. Crap, what else does he have?
So is it like your own private webpage?
Yeah, but it's just for stuff that you've made. Like
What if you
have
didn't
to
make it?
I think I don't think you can do it.
What if you bought something at the flea market and you wanted to sell it?
I don't know. I've never done Etsy.
Couldn't you put it on? Well, see, these are the questions that people want to know.
Okay, if I pulled this up on a
This is
website,
what's boggling
Yeah.
our listeners.
and the front page has nothing but flowers. people wearing tiaras made of flowers.
So
I think Brian Boitano is on here too. somewhere.
We'll introduce you later. Well, now that you said all that, I'm going to look up his actual Etsy
So it's
store.
more of a therapeutic site.
No,
Sounds like.
it's a sales site for crafts that you make. But this guy's crafts are freaking badass. He does a lot of stuff for Navy SEALs and other special forces guys. Actually, any military guy, pretty much.
Navy SEAL goes to Afghanistan with an Etsy dog tag.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would care.
They're not going to say anything. Really, a flower?
I thought you were leading into a joke there.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, this nun walks into a bar.
Yeah, but this stuff, I mean, it's amazingly badass.
You left me
things.
hanging, Kenny. I thought there was
Here
a
we
joke
go.
there.
I found it. If you go to etsy.com/shop/Neptune Arts. So let me go there and make sure I got that right. It'll probably be flowers. Etsy.com/shop.
I got nothing, guys.
/Neptune.
That's all right.
I can't come up with anything for Etsy.
That's it. Okay. Now, did you find it? Did you look it up?
I'm sure
Yeah. I want the dog tag that says
That's an
"Bitch,
acronym
please."
for something.
Is that
right?
not awesome? I mean, the stuff he makes is amazing. He's got
Yeah.
like the little Punisher bottle opener thing that he makes.
Okay.
He makes some killer stuff.
Well, it looks like he's very talented.
Yeah.
Put a link up.
So I'll put a link
So
in
is
the
this
show
something that he
notes.
might want to go post to Pinterest?
He does, I think, post to Pinterest
Okay.
and Instagram. Shoot, any of this stuff. He's got a little assassin's dog tag with a skull in
The
it.
more coverage, the better.
Got a cool little Terminator.
So don't tell me
art
we're
piece.
going to start getting into Etsy now.
I don't have that kind of artwork talent.
Talking Lead Etsy.
Well, like I said,
Yeah,
can you go to a flea market? Maybe we could buy
Black or
his
whatever.
stuff and then start our own store
and sell it on
and
there?
resell his stuff.
Hey, maybe we can contact him and see if he wants to sell his stuff on our store. So anyways, that was one. And then another one, if you go, I was looking for iPhone cases, and I looked up like tactical iPhone case or Cryptech iPhone case. And you know the LifeProof cases? No, you've got an OtterBox, don't you?
Yeah.
Have you seen the LifeProof cases?
Mm-mm.
They're waterproof. You can turn your phone into an underwater camera and everything. It's pretty amazing.
Do they insure it if it gets wet?
Yes, they've got a 1-year warranty on. Or are you talking about if it gets?
Like if you put your phone in that
They won't
thing
replace
and
your
you
and
go,
it gets wet.
you
Yeah,
go
they'll replace
scuba
the phone.
diving
They'll
Yes.
replace the phone?
Yes,
and
they
it
will.
gets wet, they're going to replace
Yep.
it? Or is there a disclaimer that says
there may be a depth?
no
level.
no scuba diving, no swimming, no taking a bath,
Didn't you have some issues with yours?
no using it in the shower?
Andre?
Yeah, I had issues. Well, I
So you
had
used one?
issues.
You have
with the
issues?
OtterBox. I have issues. No, I had issues with the OtterBox armor.
Yeah, I've got OtterBox.
I brought the OtterBox armor, which is the same thing as the LifeProof, into the store, and I tested them all, and all 4 that I bought leaks. They leaked, so I sent them right back. I'm not going
Really?
to sell.
No, I don't blame you.
So
That's not bad. That's not good. So let's go ahead and introduce our guest.
Well, I got one more thing I want to bring up, I think.
All right.
No, I don't. I just talked about it. No, I didn't finish talking about it. So life proof
all right,
case.
ADD boy.
So, well, y'all like start talking about life proof.
You brought it up.
No, y'all like stepped on my story. So anyways, I looked up Cryptech phone case, and there was a place called, if you go to www.irepair-rescue.com, they've got a freaking Cryptech life-proof case for the iPhone, and the little button thing down there, it's got a bullet, the end of a bullet where the primer is for the button. And it is the coolest looking little case. I think they're like $100 shipped or something, or $94 shipped.
Hydro dipping, and you can get anything you want on your phone.
Can you get a bullet where the button is?
Yep.
Hydro dip
Can you get a
your
bullet
iPhone.
button? Not the California bullet button.
You can put anything you want to on there.
I don't know. But I was just looking for cool like stuff, and I just started finding all kinds of things. But those were the two coolest places I saw. And then,
Sharpie.
you know, if you want to introduce our guests, we'll talk about something else that we polled out.
Well,
Pulled out? Is that what you say?
here's what I did this weekend, guys.
Oh, I thought you
I
were
did something
doing that one.
similar. Well, I did something similar to what you did. Is I was surfing the internet because I've been looking for some accessories for just all my guns.
Yeah.
Just because was bored.
Uh-huh.
You know, I guess I want to spend some money. But I'm looking for a really cool, inexpensive scope. You know, the 1x6s
Yeah.
that are out there. You know, for the AR.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to go Loophole expensive. But I don't want to go NC Star cheap either.
Okay.
So I don't really know a good mid-range, maybe
What was that one that they had it head down? Vortex?
Vortex.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was Vortex,
Yeah.
something like that.
It was kind of a mid-range.
But if the listeners could send me some suggestions on places to go to find them, which I think we're probably going to hear about one here in just a minute. That, and then also I've been looking. I found some really cool weapon lights for pistols. I was looking for one for the my new SIG that I got, and I had some NC Star ones that we had bought earlier, like for giveaways for people and stuff,
Right.
for trivia questions and stuff. So, and those are actually really bright lights, and they fit good on the Glocks if you've got a polymer frame. But you won't want to put it on a metal frame because they scratch them. So I didn't want to use that for the SIG. And another thing is the button on them. They've got side buttons, and anytime I would holster it, it would activate the light. It would just come
Kill your
on
battery.
and kill the battery, and actually burn the leg too because that thing gets really hot. But it's a really bright
I want
light.
to see you walking along and just people think you're possessed or something.
Start sweating. But I found this one. It's by Aim Sport, and it's actually brighter than this NC Star that I got. They say I think it's 150 lumen for a pistol light. It's $28.
Really?
Yeah, Aim Sport, and the button is on the bottom. It's just it's a push button. It's not a slide switch on the side. It's on the bottom of the weapon, and so far so good. I don't have a holster that will accommodate a pistol and a light. So
Ronin holsters. They'll make you one.
well, you know, there's several places out there, and Ronan could definitely do it. And I'm going to get in touch with him and see, you know, as far as that goes. I'm sure he can do it. But yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions on weapon lights, also send those in as well. And then we got stymied on our AR build this week.
Yeah.
We were going to build the AR.
Sean.
The 300 Blackout, and due to some scheduling conflicts, we weren't able to get it done. But hopefully, Sean, next week we can get the green light on that and go forward with that and get that done and over with in time for a possible hog hunt that we may have coming up.
Yes, sir.
That being said,
Now you want to introduce the people we got with us.
let's introduce our people. We're going to let them introduce themselves, and we'll start
Because
with
we don't know who they are.
We'll start with
We just randomly Skyped someone and he said, okay, I'll do it.
the closest one, which is in studio with us, which is Kenny Moffitt.
Hello.
Kenny Moffitt, and we've got Andre. I can't say your last name. What is it?
That's fine. I barely can myself. It's Andre Gagne.
Gagne
Yes.
with a D.
It rhymes. Isn't that clever?
Wasn't there a baseball player?
Gagne with a D, right?
Like
Eric Gagne.
Yeah, okay.
And these guys are with Next Level Readiness.
And we'll talk a little bit more.
Welcome in, guys.
Yes,
Thank
welcome.
you. Thanks for having us.
I wasn't going to welcome you. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Was there anything cool and exciting you did with guns this week?
Did with guns? I sold a bunch.
That's
Fixed up
cool
a
and
couple.
exciting.
And yeah, Yeah, and we actually got this Winchester 60A in store this week.
Ooh, nice.
The last one that was made was in 1937.
How'd you get that, man? Is that like a trade?
The gentleman brought it in. He wanted to get it cleaned up for his grandfather, who used to shoot squirrels with it, and it's got a lot of surface rust and stuff. But we're bringing it back to its glory.
Very cool. So you do a little gun restoration too, huh?
We do restoration. We do gunsmithing. We have a gunsmithing house, and
We'll get into more about what all you guys do in detail here in just a little bit. Kenny, what'd you do? Anything exciting?
Well, I learned that my grandfather's double-barrel shotgun is, I guess, a good antique relic type gun.
Well, that's coming from us, and I wouldn't, hold anything we say.
But considering,
Don't take what we judge.
yeah, but well,
Get a
it
second
is an
opinion.
antique. It is an antique. But,
You'll end up
It
being
is
one of those
definitely
guys
old.
trying to sell it.
It was a
Right.
BSA.
a BSA double
Out of
barrel
England.
side by side out of England, and it was just his hunting rifle that he used all the time, and I'd like to get it restored, but
Depending on the age, it looks like it's fairly old, but it's in really good shape.
it's in really good shape. It's just it's one of those things you have to make the decision: do I want to mess with it and have it restored, or do I want to leave it kind of as it is? And
It's a good thing.
It's a cool gun. It's got a lot of character.
It's a
yeah.
cool.
What is he doing?
What are you doing?
good.
You look like Fester.
did you need more
do
light
like
on me?
That is Fester. Yes.
We're sorry, everybody. We know it's radio, but oh my God, we got some awesome video going on with the Skype
Wish we were
call.
recording that.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So a cool find on your part with
Yes,
the double
absolutely.
barrel.
Yeah, I it sits at my house as a just kind of a showpiece, but I don't know a whole lot of history about it. So in coming to the show, I wanted to find out a little history about it.
Sounds like
and-
it'll be a cool project gun
Oh yeah,
for you.
absolutely, absolutely.
Very slick little side by side.
Yeah.
We put out a listener poll last
Are you
night.
gonna do the poll first?
Yeah, we. The reason we put it out is if y'all follow our Instagram, you see there's a new member of the Talkin' Lead family. We already have one Great Dane in the family, which is Left Hand's Oshie.
Oh, she's a big
Big
sweetie.
sweetie. And
So good boy.
I got my third Great Dane, not at the same time. This is my third Great
You got
Dane
another
I've had. Right, I got another Great Dane. And we named him Mosen. The way I got him is...
How'd you come up with that name?
I wonder.
I don't know.
You
I
got
just
a
thought
grandfather
Mosen.
named Mosen or something?
Yeah. His name
Nagant.
Mosen Nagant.
Nagant.
Nag-
I saw an ad on Craigslist where the guy was getting rid of a Great Dane puppy, and he was looking for a good handgun. So I texted him, said, "Hey, I've got a old Taurus 357 mag. I've got a little holster for it and some rounds for it. Would you be willing to trade?" He said, "Absolutely." So we drove an hour and a half away, picked him up, traded the gun, and then it gave me an idea for a listener poll, which is what is the craziest, coolest, or just anything normal where you've used guns
I think
for
the way
currency.
you worded it was, what have you basically traded guns for?
Yeah, what have you
What it
used
boils down
guns
to.
for currency to get? And we had stuff that was all over the board. We had people that traded stuff for guns for cars.
Facebook poll?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, my dad, he if he was still alive, he could tell you tons and tons of things that he traded his guns for.
Yeah.
He'd come in every week and be like, "Hey, look, check out my new gun."
Does sex count?
Well, somebody
traded
actually
guns for
somebody
sex.
actually put I traded guns for SE ... services.
Services rendered?
Services.
Wow.
So
I don't guess it count. If you're giving one as a gift, it doesn't technically count as
if you
trade.
get services.
But if the byproduct of you giving someone one and they feel and
services?
she feels obligated, to be very overly joyously happy.
Hey, it counts. That's using guns as currency. So some of the things we
The
got,
outer line purpose was, to give a gift, but the byproduct was receiving a gift.
One of my favorite responses that we got, we had listener Mark. He said he traded a 22 for a lifetime of beer fetching at our hunting camp. So if I want a beer,
fetching.
so if I want a beer at any time, my cousin has to grab it for me. Sweet deal. I think that is a sweet deal.
That is, you have to
That
pay
is a
for it
sweet
also,
deal.
or you just
I don't
fetches
know.
it.
He probably just fetches it from what it looks like.
That's not bad for a 22. That's not a bad trade.
Nah. We got a guy that traded voiceover work for 1,000 rounds.
Voiceover work.
Voiceover work for 1,000 rounds of 9mm. That was from JD.
I wonder what he
Now this
voiced.
one-
We need to find out what he voiced.
That's
Was he like
true.
The Simpsons?
I don't know. He could be somebody famous, and we just don't know it yet.
Maybe a Green Lantern cartoon or something.
JD, we're gonna have to look you up.
Maybe a Jay and Silent Bob.
This one's pretty good. He traded a High Point for a 300 WSM rifle.
He made out like a bandit.
He made out like a big time bandit.
Yeah,
that was Joe. Let's see. Somebody traded a Derringer for a trench knife. Tyler, it all depends on what kind of knife it was and what kind of Derringer it was. I don't know if I would have done that one.
It could have been a World War
Unless you were trading
II
a trench knife for the Derringer.
Some of those trench knives are pretty valuable.
We had a lot of people that traded for a truck or car. We had Sick Guns on Instagram that traded a gun for a Ford Fiesta, and he still has it and uses it as his work car. For Festiva, not Fiesta.
What kind of gun did he trade for it, though?
He didn't say. He just said...
Was it a High Point? If it was a High Point, he made out like a bandit.
I like Zeke. I like how you corrected yourself from a Festiva to a Fiesta.
Well, I said reverse.
Like there's a friggin' difference.
This black powder 50 for a moped, and neither worked properly. Got a jacked up moped for a jacked up black powder 50 caliber.
Where's that one? Oh, guy was in college and he traded a SKS for 3 textbooks he needed for a class. He probably made out for like a bandit the way those textbooks cost nowadays too.
Textbooks?
Oh gosh, college textbooks. I mean, some of them go for like $200 nowadays.
Yeah, but morally, that seems a little backward.
That's true. One guy traded this is Douglas. By the way, that was Joe that traded the SKS. Douglas traded a bone stock AR-15 for a cow.
A cow?
Yeah.
Was it like a milk cow?
It says tasty.
Tasty right afterwards. Yep.
I guess he ate it and didn't milk it.
So, I mean, I think my coolest one I did was the Great Dane. What about you guys? What have y'all traded for that wasn't another firearm?
I to be honest, have never traded a firearm for anything. But I do have customers that come in here that I think a guy bought 17 Henry Big Boy collector's rifles in the past 2 months. And I asked him, like, what are you doing with all these guns? He says, guns don't depreciate, guns appreciate. And I said, that's a very good point, and I agree with that.
But he's pretty specific on the guns he's collecting.
He has a lot of guns. I asked him how many guns he has. He says probably somewhere over 250 guns.
But those aren't all Henry repeating, right?
They're not all Henry repeating
But for some reason, he's on a Henry repeating arms kick right now.
Yeah. No, somehow he's missing a couple of the Big Boy series, and
gotcha.
He went through us to get the remaining ones.
Yeah, I talked to a guy today at the hospital that said his grandfather or his uncle, one had over 1,000 guns. Because I was asking about the history of this one, and he said, if you want somebody to tell you about it, he said,
that's a lot of guns.
He said, let me know. He said, I think he has over 1,000 guns at his house. So, wow.
Where's he live?
Right.
Kidding.
Yeah, you probably know the guy at the hospital, or at least probably know his face.
Probably do.
Yeah.
We've got one guy. We got a few on Instagram. He traded a Glock 17 for 3 small hogs. Good eating.
Got to put meat on the table.
Yeah, that's true.
But the point is,
I pawned my Mossberg.
Just like Andre pointed out, guns. I mean, yeah, there are times when they will go down and lose value.
Yeah,
but for the most part, what you pay for it, they hold their value pretty well.
The sooner you try to flip them, they'll go down. But if you hold on to them for a while.
Yeah, I bought my son, specifically bought him a Ruger 22 because I know it's a very good, dependable rifle that he can carry on his whole life and can pass on to his kids whenever he gets older. So.
If he can get ammo.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, if he can get ammo. Yeah, we don't shoot ammo. We don't shoot 22 at our house right now. Yeah.
Because you can't find it?
You can't find it.
Yeah.
I got some I'll sell you.
I bet. Yeah. $50 a box.
$50 a round.
That's right.
A round.
Here's a buddy of ours on Instagram. He said he traded a 9mm Luger 1937 for 2 Yugo M57s and a Belgian 9mm Browning.
Those
he made
guns
out
for
like
guns.
a bandit, too.
That's guns for guns.
And then and the Tidewater Tactical, he's the one that said set services.
Oh. That's our buddy at Virginia Beach?
Yep, that's him. Live coral. Didn't say what kind of gun they traded for, but they traded a gun for some live coral.
Live coral?
Yeah, I guess for a fish tank or something.
Wow. Is that expensive?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I don't know.
A buddy of mine used to do saltwater tanks, and anything that has to do with saltwater is really expensive.
Plus, they pitch a bitch when you go scuba diving and you touch
They
the
pitch
coral.
a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, pitch a
If you
bitch.
touch it, they'll go
I've
crazy.
heard pitch a fit, and I've heard
pitch a
bitching,
bitch.
but I like that combination.
Don't touch the coral.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool things you can find out there that people are willing to trade you for some guns. Maybe even some old ones, some new ones. Get some good stuff. Vehicles.
Or
I
vice
forgot.
versa, you could trade things for guns.
Yeah, and talking about vehicles, Miss Iraq veteran 8888.
Miss Iraq veteran.
Yeah,
8888.
Eric's wife.
Yeah.
She said they sold a gun to buy a car. They also sold one to pay for a honeymoon. And, of course, we've traded them for other guns. And they may be selling one soon to buy a new camera.
Are they going to sell us their old one?
Well, that's what I was going to ask next. Well, when you buy the new camera, can we have
Can
that
we-
one?
can we bargain with them?
Can we buy the one that you let us use?
Can we trade in some talking lead swag?
Yeah, we'll give you a T-shirt for a $2,000 camera.
Right.
Okay, 2.
I'll give them 4. I'll give them each 3.
Each 3. And some ICE
And-
training.
and stickers.
Nifty poker chips.
Coins. They can come up here and pick anything out of our swag box they want. 2 each.
Yep. They can even have your lamp over there.
They can have the lamp. Yep.
I'm going to give away your printer, too.
Yep, they can have that. we're still not up to what that camera's worth.
But maybe in their eyes it will be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's do our Jackwagon of the week.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the talking lead Jackwagon of the week, so brace yourself, baby.
So who is our Jackwagon of the week?
We're going to let our buddies at Next Level Readiness take this one. And Andre, you're in for a surprise, buddy, because Kenny
Is it him?
has picked your favorite restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah. we know that's not true. So our Jackwagon.
I've actually I boycotted this restaurant years ago.
years ago.
It was awesome because I asked him today. I said, "Where do you want to go for lunch?" And the very first text I got back was, "Not McDonald's." So
there's their
But,
Jackwagon, and tell everybody why McDonald's has made the Jackwagon.
So
train.
it's not necessarily just McDonald's
Right.
as a
This
whole
particular
blanket.
franchise.
This particular franchise. I'll give you the background story. This little lady was fired after she paid for some firefighters' meals. The headline reads, "McDonald's worker fired after paying for firefighters' meals." She picked up the bill for some first responders after they came in fighting a fire in the freezing temperatures. When she came into work the next day, she was fired.
Where does this take place?
This took place in Olean, New York.
Okay, New York.
Where Miss Heather Lavia worked at this McDonald's for 8 years, has twins at home, is putting herself through nursing school. These firefighters ordered 25 breakfast sandwiches and hash browns, and Lavia paid the $92 bill herself. Well, a second department came in and ordered $70 worth of food. She texted her boss to see if the company would pay the tab, and her boss said no.
Which is not unreasonable. I mean,
No.
you can't fault the guy for saying
No. I mean, you just definitely can't lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
But
again, it's firefighters.
they're out here fighting
Obviously, this was
fire.
a huge blaze that was going on in New York.
Right. And so when
Took
he
two
said
departments
no,
to put it
she
out.
got with her and her coworkers, and they picked up this the second $70 tab.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So yeah, it was really cool.
Good
So
for
she's
her.
she's out about $160.
But then they
of her
go
own
and
money.
fire her. Why would they fire her?
So you get the story goes on to read.
So just say, "Shut up, left hand. I want to finish the story."
Yeah, no. So
He's so nice about it. So the story goes on.
So it actually says, and it's kind of confusing. I know we talked about this a little bit at lunch, and it says after the firefighters found out that Lavia had paid for the food herself, some of the firefighters called her boss and complained. So we're assuming that the firefighters called her boss and complained that they made her that they wouldn't pick up the tab and she had to do it herself. And so the quote that got back to her was,
that's what confuses me is why would they call and complain?
yeah, they wouldn't have called and complained about her paying for their meal.
Right.
But the next statement
And it
was,
probably wasn't even they were complaining. They probably called the guy and said, "You're a douche, dude."
Yeah.
well, it just says, you opened a whole bee's nest. Is what they told her.
The manager said that?
Bee-
I guess
Bee's
the
nest.
manager said that.
Wow.
So,
Bee's nest.
yeah, at her next shift, she was fired. The reason given was that she swore at a superior. She denies and says, "I did say this is freaking ridiculous, but it was not implied to anybody."
Freaking is in quotes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, freaking
Okay.
is in quotes.
Okay.
The Allegheny
This occurred in New York, so that freaking was not.
right.
So,
yeah.
but
So-
but in New York, that's not considered cussing, right?
No, that's a normal word. That's like
Right.
saying the.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I take
I
it
don't
New
know if
York
the other word up in New York is not considered cussing. So
I take it
yeah.
New York's not a right to work state.
Yeah, the Allegheny firefighters say they don't expect free food, and we're grateful for the gesture. We certainly regret the fact that she lost her job, but we can't speak on corporate policy because we don't know the background of it. So, they're very sorry that she lost her job. But
The firefighters?
The firefighters were sorry that she lost her job, but of course they can't do anything about it. But the company at
They can boycott. They can boycott McDonald's.
Right. Oh, yeah. The Myers organization has always valued the employees who serve our customers every day. We likewise continue to be an ardent supporter of our police and fire departments along with other first responders. And so, I mean, it's $160. I mean, even
It was a very nice gesture
for
on her
$160. I mean, they make more than that on a daily basis just
In an hour.
that they probably throw away
Half
that they
an
don't
hour.
even
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah.
So,
part. Yeah. Well, and at the same time, I mean, this lady shouldn't expect her company to pick it up. If she wants to pick it up, that's great, and I commend her for that.
But for them to fire
But
her?
but for the police guys to call and cause a stink over, I mean, what's
I think that she probably
Or
got
firefighters.
complained
I said police
on.
officers, I meant
That they probably complained.
They were trying to defend
I think
her.
they were trying to defend her,
Right. And
Yeah.
then it...
and it backfired.
Backfired
Yeah.
immensely.
So here's
Whoa.
what.
Was
Where's
that Chris
this at?
Farley?
This is in.
Somewhere in New York.
Yeah, it is in. It's the Allegheny firefighters, so it's Olean, New York.
Olean, New York, boycott the McDonald's there, owned by the Myers.
The Myers organization.
That's ridiculous if they fire her. So what? She cussed the dude. Big deal.
Yeah, it does say.
Well, because it is ridiculous.
Right. It does say that she has been offered 2 other jobs since the incident. Right somewhere in here, I read.
that's
Livia,
definitely a good
already
candidate for
has been,
Jackwagon.
If
has
any of
been
our
offered 2 other
listeners-
jobs in the community. She said she felt that people can't help each other out. She felt sad that people can't help each other out.
And
So-
you can't speak your mind.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, obviously they don't believe in the First Amendment at McDonald's and letting her speak her mind.
at least
this McDonald's.
at this McDonald's.
We got to keep saying that.
At the Myers organization, McDonald's.
I don't like McDonald's anyway.
So
but,
the Myers organization is actually the Jackwagon.
owners, right.
Yeah. So not
Yes.
McDonald's, but the Myers organization.
Yeah.
The Myers organization.
But I still continue to boycott McDonald's.
Yes.
Just because you don't like
I'm sure.
it. Though.
I'm sure you have
Well, yeah, it's
a much
just
bigger reason.
yeah. I mean, it was nothing life-threatening or
His
anything like
gut.
that.
It was his gun.
His gut.
Oh,
No,
his gut.
I love their cheeseburgers with the
Oh, I
onions.
thought they had a height requirement to go in there.
Oh wow.
You must be this tall.
There's like a Walmart greeter outside the front door with a yardstick.
See, that's
No, that wasn't the reason either.
that's the misconception about us.
It's just
Left
got
hand's
massive-
actually normal sized. I'm just
Right.
a freak of nature.
I'm normal height.
Love you. I love you, left hand.
All 100 and I'm up to 100 and almost 90 now.
You want some of mine? I got some to give.
Okay, that's really going somewhere. I don't want to hear the rest.
Give
of
it
the
to me,
conversation.
baby.
That can edit. The,
No, that's staying in.
no,
When did we start this fitness thing back with Carol? How long ago was that?
August, maybe.
Around August.
Something like
I'm trying to get, in awesome shape for this Tough Mudder
Tough Mudder.
that's coming up.
Yep.
And I tell you, it was last week I just started the intensified workouts. Like I said, I started off, I was about 180 pounds. I'm getting close to 190 now. And I've dropped 2 pant sizes.
Dang.
I went from a 34 to 32.
I hadn't lost any weight, but my pant sizes have gone down.
No, I've
'Cause
gained
I've been
weight.
lifting too.
I've gained weight,
Yeah.
and my pant size is
Yeah,
gone.
muscle
I'm
weighs
not
more
even-
than fat. So
Yeah,
good for
exactly.
you guys. That's awesome.
I thought it was all
Good for you.
cock.
Is that
No, I'm serious.
sarcastic?
That's good for you. I mean,
you had this look like good for you. Yeah. You, but good for you.
no, seriously, good for you. I went to the doctor yesterday. He pretty much slapped me and said, "Get in shape, you jackass."
Then you can't do your Chris Farley impression if you
It's true.
do.
It's true.
So you have to make a choice: Chris Farley or
I think I'm going to go with living a little longer than 38 years.
Uncle Fester, too.
Yeah.
I see Uncle Fester.
Yeah, my son peeked
Uncle
over my
Fester.
shoulder and saw how much I
When
weighed. He was like,
when
"Wow,
he did
Daddy."
the light thing a minute ago.
We'll give a little radio description. He just turned the light on. That's actually kind of freaky,
Dude,
so he looks a little like Chris Farley, but when he turns on the impression,
oh, yeah.
it's like identical. And he does a good impression of him, which we'll make him do later on. Maybe we'll make you have to answer all of our questions that we give you on the gun stuff in the Chris Farley voice.
I'll do my best.
So let's start with those. How did y'all originally get in guns? Let's go with you first.
Kenny.
Go,
Kenny.
Yeah, my dad owned guns my whole life growing up, so I kind of grew up around those, and we would go shoot occasionally, but I kind of picked up what I know from him. I've not really been a huge gun guy going into my adult years, but I'm trying, now that we've got the store and we've got our FFL, I'm trying to educate myself a little more on, I don't look like an idiot when somebody comes and asks me about a gun.
Well, if you're going to be in the business, then you need to know a little bit about it, right?
Absolutely, I need to know. And I mean, I think
don't listen to our show.
Well, we talked about it. I'm not going to be the expert, but I need to make sure that I'm educated on what I tell people. So
yeah, absolutely.
So I was going to say I don't have a ton of guns that I own. I've got a Glock 23 and a couple of rifles that we go out and plink around, and then, like I said, this one of my grandfather's. So it's
now you and I were talking earlier, and you're an EMT,
right? Paramedic,
by profession,
right?
You were telling me that they don't allow you in the ambulances. You're not allowed to carry a firearm.
What?
The state law says that we can't have firearms.
You gotta be kidding.
That's what I said.
And y'all show up to the aftermath of shootings where the guy that shot the other guy probably doesn't want you to save his life.
Well, sometimes they're the first responders.
Yeah,
but usually I was telling him earlier, we don't go unless the officers are there first. If it's 10 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes, until law enforcement clears the scene and makes sure it's safe, then we don't go in. Right?
Well, and that's what we were talking about too. Is like, all right, if you're responsible enough to be an EMT, then, my God, you got to be responsible enough to carry a firearm.
Well, no offense, but I've known a few EMTs that I don't want carrying a firearm.
Well, and I think that's probably their logic. And we talked about, they don't want.
But see, that's the logic of the gun grabbers,
right.
though. That's the gun grabbers' logic. Is people aren't responsible enough to take care of themselves. Therefore, they don't need a firearm.
Yeah,
that's the same philosophy.
I'll have to look that up before you put that in there. I'd have to make sure that law's the last.
You got till 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, the last time I, like I said, it's one of those crazy laws that and I don't know if I would carry one just because of some of the situations.
But at least you have a choice, and that's your choice.
Right.
If you don't want to carry one, then don't. But
there's a lot of things like that are
infringing on your constitutional
or worst
right.
case scenario, let there be a weapon in the vehicle. I mean, at the least.
Yeah, and I don't know how they would.
I guess they consider all the drugs they've got a weapon in
No. Yeah.
I'm going to throw morphine.
I can probably
bomb, stink bomb.
What's that LARPer video? Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
It's something that we've discussed and we've thought about, and they're just.
We think it's just complete and utter bullshit.
Gun laws typically are bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially, like I was talking about this with somebody today. In the state of Tennessee, I can carry a firearm as long as I'm licensed and I've been trained and everything like that. Mm-hmm. I can carry around my Glock 30, 45 caliber, with 11 rounds in it. But if I got a knife over 4 inches, oh boy, I'm going to jail. That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Speaking of, I had a guy
put your
one
ass
time.
in the hopper.
I had
the hopper.
I won't say what police department it was, but we had a guy come out of a bar and he had a leather jacket on and he was drunk, and we got called because he was drunk and passing out inside the bar. He had a knife. The knives that are like
Tuesday nights at
they're show knives. They're pocket knives. They're just like folders, but they're like
they're huge,
like 18
they're
inches
like bigger
long.
than a Bowie knife.
Right, yeah. He had one in his pocket, and the police officers didn't find it. And so when we were pulling his jacket off, when his
wait, stop! Why was he carrying one of those display
I don't know.
folder knives?
How do they miss it?
I don't know, but they were just like walking him out, and we were going to get his jacket off. It was like cold and fall weather, and so we're taking his jacket off to get his blood pressure, and it falls out on his lap, and I was like, oh, nice. So he's going to open it up, and, here's his samurai sword.
I can just picture a guy pulling a giant John Deere collector's item folder knife that's 18 inches long.
It's on.
Flonk.
Yeah.
It's on, boys.
Yeah.
He probably got it from JD's Bait and Tackle down the road when he's picking up his last 6-pack.
Oh, my gosh. So, Chris Farley, how'd you get into guns?
Chris.
I got into guns because I'm a tactical medic. I was a tactical medic up north. That means that you pretty much go with the SWAT teams and you cover them while they're taking care of stuff. And if they get shot, you patch up the holes and drag them out.
So you get to carry, though, in the ambulance, the Bambulance.
We didn't really. Yeah, well, it's
the amber lamps
in the Bambulance. Yeah,
amber lamps.
The Bambulance.
Amberlance.
Amber lamps.
I was just trying to make Kenny feel better.
Right.
Yeah.
That maybe if he was a tactical EMT.
Ambulance driver.
Maybe smack him. Nice. Anyway, no. So I was a tactical EMT. I still am. So we have obviously different regulations and protocols, and I was also before
Different
that
training too.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yes, I was an EMT on the streets, and I started off as a firefighter. But Kenny's right. There are regulations through our protocol signing organization that says that we cannot carry. It is also state to state, but generally speaking, it's not allowed for us to carry weapons. And there's been times that I've needed them because.
So you can't carry a knife or anything.
No, we can carry knives.
Okay, so just
We
not
carry
firearms.
knives. Yep.
Okay.
But as far as
Can you
call,
carry a giant John Deere folder collector's item?
that actually is the one that's my duty knife. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Put
Just
that,
making sure.
I put that on my lapel.
Yes.
In my shirt pocket. Yeah. Can't bend over, but
Well, that's your back pocket knife.
it's always there. Yeah. But there's been calls that I've been to that have been benign. That police didn't have to show up, slip, trip, and fall in the middle of the night. And unfortunately, it ended up being that there was a gun involved, and we got caught with our pants down.
Now you're
a house.
just for clarity for our listeners, you're in North Carolina.
I am in North Cackalack. Yes.
Yeah, and that's where you're a tactical EMT.
That's where. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I've got some information. I stand corrected.
Is this going to take long?
Beep. News update.
Yeah. Apparently, it says that we are allowed to carry guns as long as the carrier abides by the established law.
Uh-oh.
So, my guess is that we could, in the state of Tennessee, carry, but the employer has.
So your employer.
The employer has the right.
Are you not employed by the county?
Yes.
So Andre,
Damn dirty apes. Go ahead.
that can't be your first experience with firearms. Was when you got to become a tactical EMT.
That is actually my first experience with firearms.
Really?
Well,
Yep.
where did you
grow
you're not
up in New
originally
York?
from?
Or California?
No, I grew up in Chicago, moved to Connecticut.
Oh,
Illinois.
There we go.
Yeah, I was from areas that what's the word? Frowned on firearms. So once I
putting it nicely.
moved to, go ahead.
I said that's putting it nicely.
That's putting it nicely. Yes. Well, this is a G-rated show, isn't it?
Yeah.
After we edit it. Yeah.
After we talked about sex for guns. I'm sorry, services for guns.
Services. But after I moved to New Hampshire and realized that wow, there actually are people that like guns, I got into it up there.
Nice.
What was your first firearm that you owned?
Smith & Wesson SW99.
The one you just showed
The one you
us.
just showed?
The one I just showed you guys. Yeah.
Good
And
gun.
how long have you owned that one?
I've owned this one for 12 years.
Very cool. That's your baby.
What about you, Kenny? What was your first?
My first gun?
Uh-huh. No, who'd you lose your virginity to?
Yeah.
Since you're local, you might not want to say names.
Yeah, really. My first gun was probably a Rossi 38 revolver. So
You
Good
don't.
Lord, revolver.
You don't still have that one,
Revolver?
apparently.
I don't still have that one. And
What did you trade that for?
rent.
Hey, there's another
There's one,
guns
yeah.
for currency.
I think I went and took it to the pawn shop so I could make rent. So back in my younger years.
There you go. Comes in handy when you need it.
Right.
Before you were Amber Lamps driver, right?
I was a very young ambulance driver at the time.
Nice.
So, do either of you have any law enforcement or military background
No, I don't.
No,
or experience?
except for tactical stuff. That's all I have.
Now,
for
do
law
you
enforcement.
get to go and do the same training the SWAT guys do?
Yep. Been through contoms and tactical combat casualty care.
Cool.
And, so it's fun. It's a lot of fun. You learn how to stitch people up on the fly while you're getting shot at with simunitions, and you get to experience pepper spray. And
You got any
get
cool
tased.
training stories that you can share with us? Maybe somebody getting tagged with some simunition or some pepper spray gone wrong.
It's funny that there are some individuals in the law enforcement community who happen to have a different chromosome than men.
Dogs?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Canine
What's-
unit?
Wait. No, seriously. Are we two X's or are we an X and a Y?
X and Y.
I could have told you if you didn't ask. XY,
aren't we?
Yeah.
Are we XY?
Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Just
Here, we're going to Google
I should know that,
We'll
but
Google it. Hold
Just
on.
keep talking.
Just keep talking. I know. I'm sorry. So no, there's some people that get into the pepper spray and the OC spray, and they have severe reactions to it. When you really come down to it, it's a pepper. It's pretty much hot pepper. You get the tearing of the eyes. You get the nose dripping. You get the drooling. But when a couple female officers get in the tent where they release the pepper spray and then proceed to puke all over the tent, that makes for a pretty nasty afternoon.
As long as they didn't do it on you. Now, come on. I bet there's...
Listen.
I bet
The
there's
tent was 4x4. So
So, besides you, was there other people in there?
yes, there was 2 women and 3 other guys. Yes, and we were trading guns for services.
For not getting vomited on? I guarantee you there's been guys that have done the same thing. So don't lay it on the females just because they toss their cookies.
That's a good. That's a
Don't
good.
lay it on the females. unless
Don't
you're
lay it on
trading
they
guns
double
for
X's.
services.
In my group, no
we have
males,
an all-woman show next week, and I think they're all canceling as they're listening
Yeah.
to this.
probably.
So, do you have any other non-sexually biased stories that you...
By the way, these are the worst Chris Farley impressions I've ever heard.
I'm not doing it.
What about you? You got any cool stories? EMT stories? We don't want any gory, nasty.
But without violating HIPAA laws.
yeah, HIPAA
I
is.
can't tell any of my stories because they're either gory or they have HIPAA involved.
Yeah, most of mine are
Hungry
like
HIPAA.
you said, really gory stuff. The stuff that I remember, it's got to be something pretty memorable. Once you see so many thousand people, that it's.
Have you had any crazy?
We always get crazy.
Like sprinting,
yeah.
sprinting down the street
Oh, my
naked
God.
and
Speaking of crazies,
asking for the amber lamps to come get them.
speaking of crazies, we saw this video today, and this happened in Tennessee. This was up in Knox County.
In Knoxville.
This chick stabbed her mother.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if she's dead or not, but bad enough that she had
yeah,
to go to the
you could
hospital.
probably Google it and find it really quickly.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but
She
anyway, the
stabbed her
gist of
mom.
the story was the reason she. And here's what's happened. So the news guys are on scene. They're doing the reporting live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the chick's there she's saying we're on scene at wherever they're
stabbing.
at, and at the stabbing, and police are looking for the suspect, and all of a sudden this chick walks up to the cameras, and it's the girl that they're
That
looking
did it?
for.
She
that
starts
did it.
confessing.
And she starts saying, "Yeah, I stabbed. She's a Satan worshiper. She had these dolls that she was setting up that she was going to sacrifice us and kill us. So I had to kill her. She's
What?
she's like the grand wizard of whatever."
She said, I stabbed her 3 times. She should have died. She was still breathing when she
No,
left
get
here.
this. She said, I stabbed her 3 times, and she didn't die. And the news lady goes, well, thank God. And she goes, she's the devil. She should have died. Nobody lives through that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And you could tell the news lady was just like on edge, like
Right.
waiting for this chick to stab her at any time. But anyway, just Google it. There's a video of it. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen.
And when you see
And
the
it happened in
chick,
Tennessee.
you understand.
Oh man, she's got
Little
the
meth head going.
psycho eyes going. It's crazy.
So craziest person, no name.
But she
nothing.
saved us because her mom was going to detonate nuclear bombs.
Yes.
Oh well, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
There was
She
a
performed the
symbolic.
service. Did anybody give her a gun for that service?
Something symbolic about her death and her kid's death and all the nuclear explosions that were now not going to happen.
That we're not going to have because
Wow.
she saved everybody.
Yeah, it was
That's nuts.
it was definitely nuts. I've hauled and transported Jesus several times.
Oh, wow.
Jesus. Yeah.
People that claim to be Jesus. Several people that were prophesying in different areas. It's probably some of the craziest stuff. I use the term religious very loosely because I go to church every Sunday. I'm a big believer in Jesus, and I have a great religious background. So I use the term religious very loosely.
Sounds like you're pretty dedicated to me.
I'm very dedicated. But religious people are typically some of the most out there people.
The extremists.
The extremists are out there. But like I said, I use that word very loosely because they get very extreme and they.
Well, you are the definition of religious. You're not a extremist.
Right. Yeah.
You're a religious person. They're religious extremists.
Right.
Is zealot the word?
So
yeah, that would go along.
But yeah, that's those are some of the wildest ones. There's some that I can't mention. That are different.
Those amber lamp stories.
Yeah, I've got some that you would just go. No way.
All right, next question.
So, Andre.
Yes.
When it comes to pop culture, movies, TV shows, games, blah, 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 all that stuff. When it involves firearms, what's your favorite? What's your go-to?
Scarface.
Nice. Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
Colombian.
Nobody has said that, on this show.
Yo, I watched Heat the night
I
before
almost
last.
watched that last night.
Speaking
That's
of
weird.
Al Pacino, that was a good movie. I forgot how good that was.
Fantastic movie.
All a man has in this world is his balls and his word.
Nice.
I love him.
Do that in Chris Farley.
Avira, get back here. It's okay. Another Quello shall love me in the morning. I love that movie.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Zeke.
I grew up
That's pretty good.
sitting in my room because I wasn't allowed to watch it and acting like him.
So how did you know how he acted if you weren't allowed to watch it?
No, I watched it when I went.
You
to
are a
friend's
bad
house.
boy.
When I went to
naughty
when I
sinner.
went
over to your friend's house.
I took care of that movie. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. All right, Guinea, what's your favorite?
Tombstone.
That's another good one.
Love Tombstone.
Is that probably our biggest one? That one or Full Metal Jacket has been our most called.
Tombstone's been a couple of times.
Yeah.
How about this? You want my second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Josie Wales?
Outlaw
that's a
Josie
good
Wales.
movie.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of Clint Eastwood
been on there a
movies,
couple of times.
I watched Two Mules for Sister Sarah this week.
Did you?
Because of our last week's
Griff.
guest said
Griff.
that was his go-to movie. And I had never heard of it. That's a good movie. One of the better ones I've seen with Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood
And
got some good movies.
we have a correction to make, by the way.
What?
You have a
Just
correction
one,
to make.
just one?
I have one?
Yeah.
What do I got to correct?
It's not Katharine Hepburn.
Oh, who is it?
You didn't see the Brian Bolivar blasting you?
No, I don't listen to Canadians.
He
Their
said
opinions
it's
mean
Shirley
nothing to me.
MacLaine, dadgummit.
Shirley
It's
MacLaine,
Shirley
yeah.
MacLaine.
Yeah. The alien lady.
No.
Yeah, Shirley MacLaine is the one who...
That's Sigourney Weaver.
No. I'm talking about she actually...
Oh, yeah, the New Age, all that crazy. Yeah,
craziness
Yeah.
aliens. Yeah, not
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver aliens.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, no. Yeah, you got another correction to make.
I knew I was off because Katharine Hepburn was the John Wayne. She was
Yeah.
in the John Wayne...
It was a few years before.
whatever that movie
those
was. What was that movie that Katharine Hepburn and John Wayne were in, Andre?
Oh.
You're a big John Wayne fan.
Yeah, I am.
That's it.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm sure Brian Bolivar will tell me.
Yes, he will.
The next question is, has there ever been a firearm in your collection that maybe just a little bit of you is ashamed to admit to owning?
Which we know Andre's not going to give us this one, are you?
No, I have all manly firearms in my case, but Kenny, do you have any? I think there's something that's wrapped in pink.
Yeah, no. However, I don't have any that
Maybe zombie green?
that I'm ashamed to have ever owned.
No, but looks good on you though.
A lot of people used to make fun of me about that little Rossi, but you know, I always.
What about unique guns that you have owned or own? Anything really unique out of the ordinary?
Well, probably not for a lot of the listeners, but this UTAS that we have in house right now, that's probably one of the most unique.
Zeke.
Is that somebody? Is that an UTAS that we've shot?
Yes.
Has that been in one of our videos or two?
Yes, it's been in one or a few of your videos.
Dude, you could get double the price for that thing. Just
Because it's
putting
been in our video.
Right.
talking lead shot this thing.
It's been touched by the famous left hand.
But not only us, but Nicole McLean
Nicole McLean,
and Chris
Eben.
That's why it would be worth more. If you just told them us, they'd say, I'll pay you
because you've
half
got
of what
video
it's
to
worth.
back it up, man.
Right.
And he actually, in your video, he actually goes through the proper operation of the U-Toss.
Yes.
Come on, Craig. Flute your flute, man, Craig. Why are you selling the U-Toss? Come on, Craig. You love that gun, Craig.
Hey, Craig is upgrading. Let's just say that.
He's all
We're
malfunctions.
changing the name to protect the innocent.
Yes, your lead heads, Greg. One of your lead heads, Greg, is upgrading from the U-Toss. I'm sorry, the UTAS, which is Turkish. You have to say it UTAS. You can't say
It's not Italian.
not Italian. He's upgrading to a Benelli M4 that's going to be...
Which is Italian.
Which is Italian. So he
took my advice.
He don't want to be Turkish no more. He wants the Italian version.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Hey,
You know what I'm
Tony.
talking? Hey, forget about it.
Hey, Tony. Hook that man up with a Benelli, eh?
Yeah, bada bing, bada boom.
He's
Well,
going to
you
throw some
forget it.
projectiles down range.
So, has there been a gun that you've gotten rid of that you want back?
My Mossberg Defender.
No. What'd you do with it?
I sold it for rent.
That was funny.
Dude,
That
is
was
funny.
You got some expensive rent.
I moved when I was 19 years old. I decided that I wanted to move to Nashville, and Nashville is just not a cheap place for a 19-year-old to live. And
Not at all.
So I made it for about 6 months in this
Cheaper
apartment
than New York.
complex.
So you lost 6 guns.
Well, I lost 2, So
And one of them you
one
want
of them
back.
was when I was like 19. I lost my Mossberg Defender, and then a few years later, wound up losing the Rossi because rent was
due.
Was due. That's right. So
Rent goes up. Got to sell my guns.
I'm telling you.
Still
So
good.
I would to this day when I see one, I look at it and it's like, oh man, I want it back. So I'm eventually going to have to go and buy one.
You can get one of the. They're like $300.
Yeah, they're not expensive. They're just just a matter of going.
And now being
There's
an
one in Northside Gun right
FFL,
now.
I bet there's one I could get
Is there?
at Next Level Readiness.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, these guys actually.
Nice.
Maybe you
Thanks.
could trade one of your EMP packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, just coming up with some suggestions.
So what about you there, Andre? Is there one you want back that you had?
You know, I
Or you
I
like Gabby?
all the Glocks that come through here, I really like, and I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to invest in a Glock. I think mine that I want back is I just sold a Glock 36 today, and I like that gun a lot. It's a very compact gun, but for a 45, it's really easy to conceal, and it's light.
Have you guys gotten the 42s in yet?
I tried to get the 42s. Glock. The problem is Glock just put enough out here just to. Did you shit your pants, Zeke?
No, but I missed a good chance.
Oh.
He's over spraying the Glade.
Oh.
I thought, is it Gleek? Is it
Gleek.
Zeke farting or is it the dog?
No, that one was me.
When I was covering my nose before, my dog laid a nasty turd right behind me. I swear to God, because
Oh,
there's a green cloud in here.
Hammy.
Where were we? Oh no, Glock. Here, take 2. Glock gave just enough Glock 42s out to test the waters and get everybody's mouths watering.
8,000.
8,000. That's it. Nationwide.
That's how many they gave out.
So
I guarantee
now
they got more than
everything's
they produced.
allocated, and even the big box store dealers don't have any in because Glock's now making more.
What about the other new one, the 47? Is it 47?
42.
42, sorry.
No, 41.
42
sorry.
and the 41, yeah. What about the
I
41?
can't keep the Glock number straight.
It's the new 45.
The new 45 is 41.
Yeah. It's big.
Is
Well, it's short.
It's like the 21
It's short
frame,
like me.
21 frame and then the length of a 34.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's
Yeah.
the
It's like me, short and long.
Capacity's what, 9?
13 plus 1.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got a
No,
nice
my
capacity.
30, my Glock 30 is 10 plus 1. And that's the 19 version of their 45.
Wow. Nice.
Size, 19 size, but wider, thicker.
Girth.
Girthier.
All right, bucket list.
Well, he just kind of did his bucket list. I guarantee it's a Glock. Is that yours? Is that what you're going to go with, or is there like something that's And it doesn't have to be realistic either. It can be unrealistic. So what's like your next bucket list gun that you'd like to have?
My next bucket list gun.
Yeah. Other than a Glock.
I think other than a Glock, I think my next bucket list gun is going to be a custom made AR. That's it. I'm gonna build it from the ground up.
Customize on it.
Yep.
What are you going to customize on it?
Well, I'm just going to buy parts, and I'm going to put on it what I want because I haven't really been able to find the one that I want altogether.
So you're going to Frankenstein it.
Yep.
You're going to just go with the pieces and parts that you like best, kind of like we're doing with our 300 Blackout build.
Yes, exactly.
Very cool.
Yep.
Anything specific that you're putting on it? Out of the norm?
I'm not gonna let it out of the bag just yet. When I have it finished and built, I'm gonna definitely put it on the
I see teases. Okay, I see how you do.
Facebooks, but I think I'll let a little bit out of the bag. One word.
Yeah.
Skeletonized.
Okay, going for lightweight.
Yes.
Does Ace make stocks for AKs?
I don't believe so.
I don't think they do either.
I'm not sure.
Okay, Kenny, what's yours?
He stole my thunder.
You're gonna do AK also?
I'm gonna do an AR.
That's different.
I just snorted. Damn it!
Did he say AR or AK?
He said AK.
Oh,
no, I said AR.
You said AK.
I said AR.
My ass, you said AK. I'll rewind it.
You rewind that.
I will. That's why I was asking. I was like, cool, this is our first AK that somebody's doing.
No.
Okay,
AR,
so AR.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I want an AR that's customized. I want it to have the ability to swap out barrels.
Well, so that's why I asked you if Ace makes AK stocks.
I know, and I didn't correct you, but obviously
you said
my
AK.
business partner heard AR as well.
No. I said AK specifically because you said AK. That's why I said I don't think Ace makes AK stocks.
I'm gonna drive over there right now.
Smack you where you stand.
Smack you and leave.
But you know what I'm talking about on the Ace skeleton stocks? It's the subsidiary of Double Star. They make stocks.
They make stocks? Okay.
Yeah, and they're really lightweight. They make some folding ones also for ARs. Mm-hmm. And it was cool that you said that because that's what I want to put on a couple of mine. Is I want to try out one of those Ace stocks. I've never tried one, but
I think my
really,
gunsmith actually has access to block aluminum, and he has CNC machines and everything.
So you're just going to make your own.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making my own.
Yeah, that would be badass, man.
Yeah.
So Kenny, you want to do a specific type of AR as well. What is yours?
Right. I just want to do just a custom AR. I want to make it as lightweight as I can, but I also want to be able to have the ability to swap out the barrels so it can shoot 22s as well. So
you want it to switch out to a 22. Mm. So you change out. You'd have to change out the whole action and everything too.
Yeah, I think they've got one that a buddy of mine has, and it's literally you swap out the barrel and I think the receiver
carrier, the bolt carrier.
Yeah, and
for the 22. Yeah,
right. And it's just
now.
It took him about 10 minutes.
Head Down makes a model. It's called the Deceptus. I think it's what it's called.
The Tech Down.
Yeah, the Deceptus.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the Decepticon. But basically, it does what you're saying. Is you can break it down. It's got this proprietary, I guess, barrel nut system, where it just you click it in, click it out, quick detach, basically. Yeah. So you could change the barrels out real quick, and then of course the bolt carrier is real quick to switch in.
And that's what this one is just a very simple change.
Yeah. So is that something that you're going to build from scratch, or are you looking for a platform that already exists? Because like I said, Head Down has a really cool.
I hadn't really thought that far out. I'll probably just go for something that already exists.
Yeah.
Get it all.
There you go. Decepticon.
Get it customized with some
Talking Lead logo,
some engraving, and some Talking Lead logo, and
make it worth it.
Next level readiness logos.
Cool. Speaking of next level readiness, let's talk about your company a little bit and what exactly it is. And
who you are, what you do.
We talk a lot about next level training. This is not anything to do with them. Next level training is the CERT pistol, and these guys have a lot more that they do. And the training
we do. I pride myself 4 years ago. Well, our background is federal disaster response, firefighters, EMTs, police officers. I met Kenny during Hurricane Katrina, and my first federal response, my first response period was September 11th, 2001. And I built this company to do emergency management, emergency severe weather preparations, because there's too many needless deaths from any type of emergency. People are not prepared, grossly underprepared. So in seeing that across the country, across the nation, we have decided that we're going to help people prevent their death, prevent their injuries, prevent any type of just all hazard issue from being negative on someone's family, on someone's company, on someone's organization. So 4 years ago, we stood up Next Level Readiness, and we do consultation for schools, for movie theaters, for colleges, hospitals on active shooter training. We do hospital preparedness protocols in case, God forbid, a bomb goes off inside their building. We also do even the everyday stuff. If the hospital loses oxygen, how do they respond to that? If a school has a fire alarm or any type of chemical incident, how do they respond to that? We work very closely with their fire, police, and EMS organizations to build a comprehensive plan. Just last year, in the spirit of becoming more full service, we're offering products, and we opened a retail store here in Huntersville, North Carolina, and we have about 400 square feet of store space right now. Started off small, but we offer everything from dog gear to Wise Foods to guns and ammo, knives and tools, Voodoo Tactical, Condor, boots and shoes. We're a vendor for boats and hose. We're
boots and pants,
yes.
boots and pants, boots and
boats
pants.
and hose, boots and pants, boots and pants. So we're a vendor for the local police departments in the area. Provide them with individual patrol officer kits, which will include a cat tourniquet, chest seal, some quick clot or the like, and Israeli bandages, because they don't have those things in their cruisers right now.
What's an Israeli bandage?
An Israeli bandage is a elastic bandage that has a D-ring on it, and you wrap it through the D-ring and wrap it back on itself, and it tightens. It's a pressure bandage.
Okay.
We also do we do training and exercising. We have our online training section that we can custom build any type of online e-learning resource from hospital organizations for all their hospital staff to get trained on specific emergency response protocols. So we're completely full service. We love what we do. The community surrounds us. The community loves us, and we've been supported immensely here in the very short.
You guys
time.
travel all over the United States, right?
Yes,
this.
we do. Yeah, we have 25. Currently, we have 25 subject matter experts on staff. We have counterterrorism police officers. We have communication. That was hot.
Serious discussion and
Nice.
But you didn't see it, Zeke. He turned beet red because he was pushing so hard, and he lifted off his chair probably a good 8 inches.
Nice.
Oh,
man. It's these hard chairs right here reverberated.
So you got 20-something people around the country?
We got 20-something gas bags around the country.
Gas bags.
Yes, across the country.
With years of experience.
Oh, yes, that provide us
Multiple years
with
of experience.
innumerable years of experience.
A lot of years of experience.
A lot of years.
Yeah.
So give us an example of one of your training sessions that you would do for an active shooter for a school or something like. What kind of players do you bring into that? What do you do to get organized?
Well, initially, let's say for a college campus or even an elementary school, we meet with the principals and all the upper management for that school, and we see what they like to see out of it, to get from experience out of an exercise.
Right.
Do we want to have the teachers understand what's necessary? Do we want to keep the exact incident away from the students and just shelter it depending on the age of the students, or is this an urgent situation and we need to get everybody out immediately? We involve the police, we involve the state police, we involve the county sheriffs, we involve the fire department, we involve the EMS.
Anybody that would be responding.
So this is a big undertaking.
This is a big.
You go to
undertaking.
do
There's
one
a lot
of these
moving
training
parts.
sessions.
There's a lot. There's a lot of moving parts to it. There's a lot of meetings and preparation for a comprehensive plan, something like this. But when it's all said and done, and when we actually go hot the day of an exercise, we have the tactical teams moving in. We have moulaged patients, and we moulage them up for gunshots, for slip, trip, and falls, for broken legs, broken arms, and we train like we fight. We actually break open some kits and we put the stuff on them, because in our experience, talking about it doesn't exercise what needs to be done. Doing it does. We're actually trying to train some SWAT operators that it's okay to drop a bag, to drop a first aid kit or any type of self-treatable kit by a person that they pass that's on the ground, because if you're clearing a building, you can't stop and treat the patient. You have to keep clearing and go after.
It's triage for law enforcement. You drop a bag and move on so you can eliminate the threat.
Especially with most law enforcement organizations right now adopting the mentality that if there's an active shooter, they're not going to perform an operation like Columbine where they wait for the shooting to stop and then go in. A lot of these tactical teams are now trained to proactively approach the building.
The officers themselves
go inside.
Yeah, the officers themselves are being taught to go, as opposed to calling for the SWAT. Just for instance, I don't know their protocols or anything, but it would be like training Metro PD for their specific officers. If there's an active shooter at a school, then they immediately go in, as opposed to calling SWAT. The SWAT's on the way, but they're going in to eliminate the threat before SWAT gets there. And if they can't eliminate the threat, then SWAT would do that for them. Okay. So, and we're trying to get something in the hands of these police officers so that if there are victims, then they can drop something right there by that victim, and a tourniquet here and a tourniquet to the next person and some bandaging is better than nothing. So,
okay.
So who initiates your service? Is it the school that's calling you in? Is it the SWAT department?
No, the school. We approach the schools around here. We let them know that we're here. We let them know what we're capable of doing, and being in the environment that we're in right now with the hostile situations with schools, with malls, with movie theaters. It's just like a fire evacuation plan. A lot of places, before there were fires, didn't have plans. So now things are happening, and they need to have plans, and they need to practice them. And so they contact us. If there is an incident, we reach back out to them and inform them that we do provide this service. They reach out to us, and we provide the service.
Now, as far as the disaster plan stuff, did y'all have anything to do with the recent Atlanta snowpocalypse? Not that you caused it. Did you have anything to do with it? Did y'all do anything for the people in Atlanta?
Were you called in to help out?
No. We unfortunately get involved with that. But that's a perfect example. Thank you for the lead-in. I mean, that's a perfect example of why an organization like ours is necessary, because even from the city leaders and the municipality leaders that should have listened to, first off, common sense. Number two, the meteorologists that are saying this is going to be the worst winter storm ever. Sometimes they're wrong, but
98% of the time,
yes,
they're wrong.
But there's still 2%.
You plan for the worst and hope for the best.
Right. I'm just saying meteorologists are useless. I hope we don't have any meteorologists that listen to the show.
But no, that's exactly what we try to offer. We try to help people get prepared for something as little as a severe thunderstorm.
Right.
Well, and the reason that I ask you who initiates it is because you've got to get a lot of people on board to attend one of your training sessions.
Yes.
So what I was thinking was, all right, if the school calls you up and they're like, hey, we really would like you guys to come in and do your thing, then you've got to get all these other people on board, and that's a lot of people to sell your service to, I guess.
Yeah,
and a lot of professionals that think they know what they're doing.
Right.
And I'm sure you probably run into that a lot of times too, is resistance to or critique of what you're doing.
There is a lot of times there's a resistance from people who, like you just said, know what they know because they've done it before. But in preparedness, it's creativity is king, and there's not one way to do it. There's a ton of ways to do it, but it's getting everyone on the same page. It's getting new tactics out there. It's getting innovative solutions out there, and things change on a daily basis. Just like guns, designs change on a daily basis. Designs for training and exercising and ideas for preparedness change on a daily basis. So unfortunately, it's all from lessons learned from previous incidents, previous loss of life in a mall, loss of life in a movie theater, loss of life during Hurricane Katrina. All those incidents help us build a better, more prepared society.
So if somebody wanted to contact you guys and set something like this up, how would they do it?
You can go to our website, www.nextlevelreadiness.com. You can get our contact information on there. You can email me, Kenny, at nextlevelreadiness.com, or you can email Andre at nextlevelreadiness.com. You can call Andre, and his number is programmed into my phone, so I don't have to memorize it.
This is incredibly long. Like, what? I mean, how about we just tell him to go to the website?
Because I got left hand over here looking at me going,
here's the
hey,
thing.
Email.
If you've got a phone number that they can call, like your store number,
Yes.
they don't give them your personal number. Just give them the store number.
Yeah, well, see, that's my personal cell number.
The store cell phone number is 603-275-4007.
And then we look forward to doing some videos with you guys.
Yes,
probably
absolutely.
some. I've been having all these ideas as you've been describing your company of like different scenarios we could play out.
Well, we do things.
I want to be a victim.
A victim. Everybody wants to be the victim.
You're on. You're on. We got.
I want to get zombied up.
You said you really have to put the stuff on them. Does that include the morphine?
that does include the morphine. No,
Right.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no, we can do things as small as, in videos to show people. We can do things as small as, a thunderstorm. I mean, just getting stuff prepared around your house. Things that you need on a day-to-day basis. I mean, we're having some inclement weather today in our area.
It's actually almost here.
And so things that we need, from water and food and just odd and end things to keep prepared in case you have a power outage for an extended period of time, or if
Extra
you have
batteries, flashlights.
But one thing we are going to roll out, and we don't just do the consultation and training and exercise, but we're going to roll out gear review, because we sell a whole bunch of great gear at low prices.
And they can go to your
They can't
website
see
for
your
that.
smile.
We have a link. We have a link to our store on our website.
And you guys are constantly updating what you're offering.
Right.
So what they see today, you could have a whole nother selection of new things
Adding
tomorrow.
different products every day.
So if there's something that they're wanting, they can just call you guys,
right?
And see if
We have access to over 100,000 items, 20,000 firearms. So if you're in North Carolina, we can.
I want all 20,000.
What?
I want all 20,000.
One of each, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Please.
Can I have your credit card number?
Yeah, but all right, just bill me and then take it off. But then I can quickly say I have the largest collection
Yeah, we'll send it right
in this
back.
room. I'm sure there are people that have more than 20,000 guns in a
I'm
collection.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I could be up there for like 2 or 3 seconds.
That's fine.
y'all got a trivia question for
That's
us. don't you?
fine. On
We do.
That's fine.
Our trivia question for the listeners is: with all of our subject matter experts included, how many years of experience,
Combined
experience is there in everybody from our subject matter experts and our staff?
On our staff.
And that can be found on your website.
It can be found on our website.
Somewhere on our website.
So you
Which
guys go
is-
to Next
is
Level Readiness.
www.nextlevelreadiness.com.
And Andre, tell them what they'll win.
in
Well,
Christmas
Jim,
release.
what you'll win is
It's
a big
right
smack
here.
amount. No,
Congratulations.
It looks like a lingerie bag.
It does look like a lingerie bag.
Oh, dude, I thought that was for us.
This is
Prize pack if you get the right answer. First person to get the right answer. Is it first person or just who
No,
randomly
we'll do a
pick?
draw.
We'll do a draw. You got a neat little Gerber Essentials Curve, which is a 7 multi-tool.
the Gerber Curve.
It's very cool, blue. And then you've also got the Aquamira Frontier Emergency Filter.
like the life straw.
So you drink pond water with that thing.
Yeah, you can.
You say bath water, dirty bath water.
Oh.
Ugh.
And then you got a cool little Frontier Pro portable water filter.
You can hook that right onto your hydration system, water bottle,
and
it will filter water
filter
just
out
like the
straw.
little straw.
Very cool prize
This is a
pack
cool
here, guys.
prize pack.
Yeah, this is
Especially
awesome.
if we got a lot of preppers out there that listen to the show.
So this will
is,
definitely get your prep kit started right here.
Yep.
They've
So-
got something for everyone.
Yes.
Right? Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. If you need something and you don't see it on our website, either shoot us an email or give us a call, and chances are we probably have access to it.
And you guys are on Facebook too.
we are on Facebook.
Yeah, so you get
We're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Twitter.
Instagram.
No, not yet.
Why not?
He will be tomorrow.
I will be tomorrow because there's only so many hours in a day, Mr. Zeke.
Well, you get on there and then you link up with us. Awesome prize pack. Make sure you go and email us talkingled@gmail.com, Facebook message, Instagram, however you get that to us. Give us the answer to the question, how many combined hours does their team of experts have? You can,
Years.
Huh?
You said hours. Years.
No, I want them to do hours.
break the
They should
years
break
into
down
hours.
the 450 years into hours. This is a nice prize pack, man.
Nice prize pack. Okay.
No, we're kidding. Go with years and send it to us, and we'll do the drawing as soon as we get a few of those, probably next week. Speaking of which, as soon as we get a few of those, we've only had like 2 for the last one.
Nobody's got it right.
Oh yeah, we don't have. We've only had 2 answers for the question from Griff.
Griff's
one
question-
person had one of the numbers right, but he had it in the wrong place, and we'll shoot you an email and let you know if you got it wrong and kind of give you a little.
Well, so that means it's still up for grabs. And the
Right.
question for last week's trivia question was go to the show and listen to it.
Our logo is support and protect, and we want to protect you with all hazard incident and emergencies.
You
and
forgot
we wanna-
sustain
and we want to support you guys.
and sustain them.
Sustain is not in our logo anymore.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's not.
Protect
Well,
and
you're
support.
wearing an old ass shirt.
Actually, it's the newest. It's the newest shirt that we have.
It's the newest, oldest shirt that we have.
Right.
Well, I
But
was
yes.
going to call you out on missing one of your
Yeah.
words.
Protect. Yep.
So why'd you take sustain out?
What happened?
Well, we took sustain out because it's hard for us, as the sustain kind of gave the portrayal or impression that we would physically be there helping you sustain your operation.
You're not going to do that?
So we can't
First, if
hold
the
your
price
hand.
is right, we'll be there. I'll pop a tent right in your backyard.
So we want to make sure that we're
do a
protecting
Chris
your
Farley
family and
impression
supporting
as
your
president.
recovery.
You're going to put a van down by the river?
Right. And do a Chris Farley.
Well, Dad, is that Bill Shakespeare over there?
So,
Oh, my gosh.
Getting eaten under the table.
guy.
All right, so do y'all sell amber lamps too?
Yes, we sell amber lamps.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's not much that we don't have access to. 511 Under Armour, Streamlight.
We even have a 6x6 military truck outside our front door.
Is it an amber lamp?
That you're going to wrap.
It's not an amber lamps, but it is for sale.
Dang.
It is for sale.
Well, we'd like to thank our sponsors, ICE Training. That's icetraining.us.
U.S. Elite Gear, us-elitegear.com.
All or Nothing Tattoo Studios, allornothingtattoo.com, and their gun-friendly merchandise store, strangleholemerch.com.
HG Press, Holder and Green Professional Real Estate Services, and their gun-friendly staff. Give them a call for all your Middle Tennessee real estate needs at 1-800-615-1840, extension
Pew, pew, pew,
2222.
And that's it.
I'd like to thank Andre and Kenny for coming in today.
Thank you for
Next
having us.
level-
Thank you guys for
Next
having
Level
us.
Readiness. Check these guys out at their website,
We will have you often again.
nextlevelreadiness.com.
Definitely.
That made no sense. We will have you often again.
We will have you often again.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, have some.
We will have you.
Yeah.
We're just going to cut that to we will have you.
We can get Andre in studio next time.
Yes.
Yeah, you get
We
your
must
ass down here.
We can get the Cam and the fat guy in a little
Drive
tote.
that big ass truck you got sitting out in your parking lot.
I want to, believe
Be
me.
bad.
No, I want
thing
you to
is-
drive an amber lamps.
The thing has 53-inch tires on it. It's
Wow.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's like what Sean has.
Does it get negative gas mileage?
I'm sure it does. It's diesel, though, so I mean, at least you'll get 6 or 7 miles.
There you go. And as always, left hand, keep your loved ones close
and your firearms closer.